Today, we're cracking open a book that's basically the Bible for managers in Silicon Valley and beyond, high output management. We're going to distill the absolute genius of Intel's legendary CEO, Andy Grove, into a playbook you can start using, well, tomorrow.
So let's start with the million-dollar question, right? We all know that manager who's always running around, calendar-packed, firing off emails at midnight. They are definitely busy. But are they effective? Is all that motion actually moving the needle? Or is it just motion?
Well, Andy Grove, the guy who basically built Intel into the powerhouse it is today, had a really simple answer. He argued that the secret isn't working more hours, it's about the impact of those hours. And the key to unlocking that impact for your whole team is one single powerful concept: managerial leverage.
So what on earth is managerial leverage? Well, to really get it, we have to completely redefine what a manager's job even is. And I'm telling you, it's probably not what you think.
Okay, this is a huge mental shift, so let it sink in. A manager's output isn't the number of emails they send or the reports they personally write. No, it's the combined results of their entire team. Your job isn't to do more work, your job is to be a multiplier for their work.
This right here forces you to get brutally honest with your calendar. High leverage activities are multipliers. You see, training one person elevates their output for years. Setting clear guidelines at the beginning of a project saves the entire team dozens, maybe hundreds of hours of rework later. The goal is to be the catalyst, not just another cog in the machine.
So, how do you actually do this? What are the tools? Grove gives us a fantastic toolkit of high leverage levers we can pull, and he starts with the one thing that eats up most of our time: meetings.
Grove's big idea was that we have to stop treating all meetings the same. He saw two essential types. You've got your one-on-ones, which are all about coaching and connecting with one person, and then you have staff meetings, which are for tapping into the collective brainpower of the group. They have totally different jobs.
Now, if you take one thing away about meetings, let it be this: the one-on-one is the subordinate's meeting, not yours. It's your single best chance for what Grove called mutual teaching. It's where you find out what's really going on, spot roadblocks, and build real trust. It should never, ever be just a status update.
Meetings are one powerful lever, for sure. But the best managers don't just fly by the seat of their pants between conversations. They use data. They have indicators that let them see around corners and spot a small problem before it turns into a 5-alarm fire.
Grove had this amazing analogy of running a breakfast factory. To make sure the eggs, toast, and coffee all come out perfect and on time every single time, you can't just guess. You need a dashboard. You need key numbers you look at every single morning. These metrics give you that quick snapshot of your team's health so you can act proactively instead of just reacting to chaos.
Okay, so knowing which levers to pull is one half of the equation. The other half is knowing which traps to avoid. Grove was super clear about these common mistakes that absolutely destroy a manager's leverage and just crush team morale. The first mistake is a classic, and it feels so counterintuitive. We spend all our time trying to fix our problem employees, and we neglect our superstars. But think about the return on investment. Grove argued that 1 hour spent coaching a top performer to become even better gives you a way bigger payoff than an hour spent on a low performer who just isn't getting it.
Oh, this next one is subtle, but it is so critical. You have to stop confusing someone's potential with their actual performance. A performance review has to be an honest look at what that person actually accomplished, period. It's not about what you think they can do someday. When you blur those lines, you just create confusion and bad evaluations.
And please, never, ever deliver a gut bomb performance review. A review should never, ever contain a surprise. If you're dropping a bomb of negative feedback that your employee is hearing for the very first time, well, that's not their failure, it's yours. Feedback has to be a regular, ongoing thing, which makes the formal review just a summary of what you both already know.
This next one is a huge trust killer: the late veto. You let your team spend weeks, maybe months, pouring their energy into a project, only for you to swoop in at the 11th hour and kill it. It's just devastatingly demoralizing. It basically screams, "I don't trust you, and all your hard work was a complete waste of time."
And finally, you can't let friendship get in the way of honest feedback. Look, having a good relationship with your team is great, but it can't stop you from doing your job as a manager. You have to be able to have the tough, direct conversations when they're needed, no matter how close you are.
Okay, that was a ton of theory, but what made Grove's book so legendary is how practical it is. So let's make this real. Here is a dead simple plan you can use to start boosting your own managerial leverage in the next 7 days.
Now look at this plan. It's not about adding more work to your already packed week. It's about being strategic. It's about doing the right work, the stuff that actually multiplies your impact. And it all starts by just getting clear on what actually matters.
Because at the end of the day, becoming a high output manager isn't some huge complex transformation. It starts with one small intentional choice, swapping just one low leverage task on your calendar for one high leverage one. So the question is, what will yours be?